Back, this award-winning documentary is called Escape Fire, the fight to rescue American healthcare.
Yeah, it's no secret that the best way to be healthy is to take certain steps to prevent disease in the first place. And joining us now to talk more about that is Dr. Matt Fromm from Maximize Living to talk about the film and a special discussion on healthcare that's going to follow a special screening of this, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, we're looking forward to presenting this documentary into the community and giving people the real effects of what we're dealing with right now in our healthcare system and solutions to that.
Okay, we'll get to more about the movie in just a second, but first the state of American healthcare. I mean, I think it's hard to sum it up probably in a couple minutes, but you have a couple of key points.
Yeah, I mean, we're spending more than we ever have. In America, we spend about $8,000 per person, where other countries spend
in a year.
In a year,
right? Okay.
and other countries are about $3,000, as the statistics show right here. And what are our outcomes as a result of that?
That's almost 3 times as much.
Yeah, I mean, we take more drugs than any other country in the world. We have more doctors' visits, more hospitals, more nurses than any other country per capita in the entire world. What are our outcomes?
And is it because Americans are just all hypochondriacs, or what's going on?
Well, I think we in our country, we think we can just throw money and research at things and that it's going to solve the problems of the world. And the reality is we need to go back to some old tried and true methods and just start taking care of the human body. We need to learn life skills, nutrition, exercise, how to detox the body.
So who directed this film, and what was the inspiration to do it in the first place?
I mean, I think the biggest inspiration behind the film was to bring light of this, to bring awareness to our society, is that this is a real problem. If you don't recognize something as a problem, how could you be a part of the solution? And I really love the mindset principles that you were just talking about, taking personal responsibility. What can I do about the health of myself and my family? And really the best way to avoid the devastation that we're seeing is to not participate in that system, if at all possible.
Well, it's shocking that you say about 75%, so 3/4 of healthcare spending goes to treating preventable diseases, things that we could prevent with exercise, with diet, I think in particular. Let's talk about the healthcare delivery system that provides the solution, because there was a study that was done by the Journal of Manipulative and Physiologic Therapeutics, right?
That's right. Great job with that.
The results showed that wellness patients have what, in terms of the numbers? Fewer hospital admissions, right?
Hospital admissions, less visits in the actual hospital themselves. And the most shocking number for most people is the reduction in pharmaceutical costs. I mean, 85% less medication costs. I mean, how much of us would love to be able to spend less in the pharmaceutical department? And instead, you could take that funding and put it towards prevention, and the old adage is true, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, and making sure that you never end up there in the first place is the wisest decision, the way to go.
And amazing to think our life expectancy, even as advanced as we are, is going down.
Right, and the technology, the money, all the things, it's failing right now. And you know, the best way to do it is to make sure that you have the life skills, that you've developed the things that you need to do, and that's where the solution comes into play, where we talk about the Maximize Living Essentials, mindset, understanding what health is and what it isn't, how to set objective goals towards achieving that, proper nerve system care. The nerve system is what runs and controls and heals everything in your body, and if you're not properly taking care of your human frame and you're letting that degenerate, that impacts the nerve system. It causes sickness and disease within the organs. Then proper nutrition, exercise, and detoxification protocols. When you put these systems together, now you have a true model of prevention, and you can actually help people avoid sickness and disease rather than just early detection when it's possibly even too late at that point as well.
And one of the ideas that the film apparently postulates about our healthcare system is the analogy that it is sort of like a fast food drive-through.
Right, yes. Call this fast food nation, or, you know, lack of a better term, McDonaldization of our healthcare system. Drive through up to the pharmacy, pick up your drugs, drive off, you pop the pill real quick, think everything's taken care of. But we all know that when you don't get to the cause of the problem directly, and certainly most medication use is just covering up the symptoms and managing the disease. It's not actually directly hitting the cause and properly taking care of the issue.
And what will people see in the film as we're looking at some video from it that will be particularly surprising, in your opinion, or particularly depressing?
Well, I think they're going to see some very shocking statistics, and the biggest reality is they're all going to realize that this is the system that most of America lives in right now, and that we need to wake up to that, and we need to start to change our personal responsibility and our personal system for managing our health. So we need to change the way we view and manage our health at the end of the day.
It's one of the things I really love about film. You know, I'm a film critic, but some movies really can make a difference for the greater good. Documentaries, other things that are wake-up calls, even some fictional films. But what's one thing that you think, if people can't make it to the screening, that they could learn from this that could make a difference for the healthcare system?
I mean, I think you ultimately have to start in the family. You have to start making changes in your personal life and your personal family. Get on a regular exercise routine. Make a nutrition plan, a meal plan each week. Plan out your meals so you don't get trapped going into the drive-thru and eating something that you know is not good for your body. We have to start taking responsibility, and I think that would be the #1 thing that I would say for each person.
Well, like I eat a lot of greens, spinach, and like arugula and kale and things like that. And I always think, well, my kids aren't going to eat this. They eat some vegetables. Served it the other night, and two of the three loved it immediately.
That's awesome.
And I think sometimes it's like, just try it.
Yep.
You know, because you might be surprised what kids will like, and if you keep serving it. And I think food is so key. And I know you talk a lot about that. So let's give people information now about this special screening, an incredible opportunity to see Escape Fire. You think it's going to be a documentary about fire departments or something, but it's about healthcare, which is just as much of an emergency as anything. It's happening Monday, April 22nd at AMC Mayfair. It's happening at 6:30. The discussion then will follow the screening, and you have a special offer where people can buy one and then get one ticket for free to the showing of Escape Fire. And what you need to do is call this number, because the first 25 callers will be able to take advantage of that great offer. It's 262-292-1781, and you can go to mlbrookfield.eventbrite.com for more information about the tickets as well.
Absolutely, and we're going to offer that special to the first 25 that come in. You can either call, and my team will follow up with you and help you get registered for your tickets, or you can go directly to that website. So there's 2 ways for people to be able to take advantage of that offer.
Fantastic.
Great.
Thank you so much. Nice
Thank
to
you
have
very
you
much
here
for
today.
having me on.
Absolutely.